Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing this saber-toothed cat or Smilodon's skeleton model right here. And I ordered this on Amazon for a very good price, and I must say that usually when I place orders for fossil excavation kits on Amazon, the reviews are usually pretty bad, but the reviews for this product were actually really good, so that's the first for me. But either way, I still would have placed the order no matter what the reviews said, and fortunately I got what I was expecting, and it's all pretty good. And another thing, this really isn't much of a excavation kit. You don't really have to dig this out of a block of cement or rocks. It just came in that container that you see right there, just waiting to be put together instead of having to dig it out. But it is not without its fun activities, and I'll get to that after reviewing the saber-tooth model right here. So let's get right into the review. So here is this infamous saber-toothed cat or Smilodon skeletal model right here. And yes, it is a puzzle. You get to piece it together. And I believe it is made up of maybe 12 or 13 pieces. I haven't really counted, but I'll find out further in the video. So let's take a look at his skull right here. Pretty nice, accurate Smilodon skull, and as you can see, it's a hollow, so you can see through the head right here, through the eye sockets. So you can see the top of the skull right here, the eye sockets, the cheek teeth right there. And then if you look in front of the skull, you can see the nose right there. And then the other side of the head, same as the other side, you can see its cheek teeth. And then of course those defining saber teeth right here. And then the saber teeth are pretty white compared to the rest of the skeleton. And then yes, it can open its mouth. It can open it up to that wide right there. And you can see where the head connects to the neck right here, and it's pretty movable. So that's what the skull looks when the mouth is wide open. And it can't really even open up to as wide as a saber-tooth could usually open its mouth. Saber-tooth cats could open their mouths up to perhaps 120 degrees wide, so this can't really open as wide, but it's just a product, a little model. So this is what it looks like with its mouth wide open. Get front view of it. And then you can see where the canines attach inside the mouth right there. So this is what the skull looks like. And I personally think the skull looks a little better with the mouth closed, if I'm being honest. So here's a view of the front of the head, the top of it. And then you might notice a little gap right there. I cannot get it to shut all the way, so there's a bit of a gap right there. No matter how much I try, I just can't force it to close all the way, so it's kind of stuck like that. And then there's the bottom view with the bottom jaw, and then the side view of the other side of the head. So that's the view of the skull for you guys right here. And now if we look at the neck, you can see the neck right there. Smilodon was known for having a very thick and muscular neck. In fact, all Smilodon was known to be incredibly muscular, very powerful cat with the body build of a bear. And then here we got the rib cage. It's a closed rib cage. So you can see one side of the ribs, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ribs on this side, and then perhaps another 10 ribs on the other side, which adds up to about 20 ribs. So here's a view of the bottom of the rib cage. You can see where it connects down there. And then here's the other view of the other side of the rib cage. And then you can see the spine going down. It's right here on his back. And then you've got the front legs. So you see the shoulder blade right here, and then one part of the leg, and then the other part of the leg. And you can see its paws right here. Same with the other leg, shoulder blade, and then the two parts of the leg, and then his paws. And if we work our way back down the rest of the skeleton, you can see his back legs. And I think it's pretty accurate since it's been said that Smilodon's front legs were much longer than its back legs, which gave it kind of like a more of a hyena-ish stance. So you got the back legs. And then you got the pelvis back here. You could see the pelvis where the two legs connect back here. So there's the pelvis, and then we got its short bobtail right here. So yeah, and then if you look at the texture of the skeleton, it looks pretty earthy, pretty rough, and yeah, the color itself is a very earthy brown, so pretty good texture. Although I'm not quite sure how I feel about the saber-toothed fangs being pure white compared to the rest of the skeleton's color. I think that's just to make it stand out a little more, but let me know what you think about the saber-toothed fangs. So if you want a full view of the saber-toothed skeleton right here, I think it's a pretty good saber-toothed skeletal model right here, pretty accurate. Yeah, all in all, just a really good saber-tooth skeleton. I think it was worth the money. Let me place him right here. And like I said, it's not really a excavation product. You don't really have to dig anything out of it, but it comes with a really neat activity. So if I bring the box over right here, I think the box itself is actually pretty cool. You see a leaping saber-tooth right there, and then it says 2-in-1. I'll tell you what that means in a little bit. But I think that saber-tooth right here is pretty good, and look at that jungle-like background right here. And then this is actually more where you can have more fun with it, this little mold right here, but I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. Yeah, I think the design of the box is actually pretty good. You see that saber-tooth skull right here, and then the rest of it looks pretty earthy back there. And then if we come back here, you can see more right here. So it has the instructions and everything. Same thing with that saber-tooth and the jungle background. So we got Smilodon, and then there are all the pieces right there. So there are total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, 13 pieces. So if you want to read any of this, take your time. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read. So that's the saber-tooth skeleton, and it looks kind of black right here as if it was excavated from the La Brea tar pits. But if we go ahead and open this container right here, and so you got this right here. So yeah, it has some information right here, and you see that kind of like earthy background right here, and then more information down here. And then if you turn it around, it has more information and instructions on how to put it together, but I noticed that this is in a different language, so, but I'm pretty sure you know how it all works, right? So there's that saber-tooth right there with the jungle background again. I really like that. So you get how the steps work right here. And then this is how you can piece the skeleton together right here. And then if we go ahead and take this out, this is actually a mold right here. So what you can do is you can take some plaster, and yes, this comes with it. This also came with the product. The plaster came with the product. So what you can do is wet the plaster, mix it up a little, and then pour it in here, let it dry, and then just like that you have a plastered mold of a saber-tooth skull. So yeah, all of that comes in this container. And what I think is that this is actually a little more worthwhile than a fossil excavation, because digging the skeleton out of the rock, it's kind of a one-time deal with these products. So, and then this, you can do it over and over as much as you'd like. You just have to have a plaster. But fortunately, this came with its own plaster And if you want to make more, then you could just buy some more plaster from hardware store or something. So just let me go ahead and put this back inside its there we go. So I just had to put that back in here, and then let me go ahead and slip this back in here. Okay, be patient with me, folks. Okay, I almost got it. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good product. It comes with a lot of fun activities. It may not be excavation, but it still has a lot of fun activities in it. So yeah, it comes with its own plaster right here. And then it also comes with this little tool right here. It comes with a spoon on one side and then a flat deal on the other side. So the spoon you could probably use to scoop up plaster and perhaps mix it a little. And then this would probably be used to flatten the plaster. And then you just allow the plaster to dry it and it molds into a saber-tooth skull. So yeah, I think this is a really cool product. This is one of the few fossil kits that I have. And like I said before, this is not a fossil excavation kit, but I still think it's a very fun activity to make your own saber-tooth skull mold. So yeah, pretty good product. It had some pretty nice reviews on Amazon, so I think it was worth my money, and I do encourage you to get this product if you're into prehistoric life and fossil excavation kits. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys later.